There you go. Took with the own way of seeing us.
Yeah. We gotta see ourselves. See
our shells.
See our
Shells. See our shells. Made of real disappointment.
I can't believe I was used for anime. I was gonna say Studio Ghibli, but that's actually good.
It's not anime, it's Studio Ghibli.
All the nerds would have, like, all the weebs would have done their Shungoku Satsus and their 1,000 Years of Pain,
Rasengans and their Hadoukens
and their Kamehamehams
with the hams.
Man, I wish I had a pet pig.
What would you name him? Or her?
I mean, Chris P. Bacon is like the go-to.
Yeah, it's top one.
Yeah. But like Hamilton, like that's pretty good.
I like that.
I like Hamilton a lot better.
Hamilton would agree.
Yeah. So there's that. And I dress him up.
She was a female. I named her Sweet Susie Sue. So you can be like, Susie! It's a long-winded joke, but I regret nothing. I'm proud of what I did here today.
That's funny. Welcome back to Pub Crew, the scariest podcast in this studio.
You're scaring me, big stuff. I don't like it anymore. Stop it. You're scaring me. I don't know. That sounds like what's definitely. I don't know if that's what you were going for, but that's what I heard.
That's good. Thank you for joining us. I am wears the same clothes for 2 episodes in a row. And I'm joined by I can't even
fried egg ham sandwich on a biscuit bun. That's me over here. Nice to meet you. We've been having a great week here, if you couldn't tell. How's your do good there?
Yeah, we're good.
Fantastic.
No, fuck yeah. Professional.
Yes. Definitely we emphasize on that here. If you couldn't tell.
But we are Spooky Crew. Thank you for joining us. We're fucking hoping you guys have a great fucking week. Our weeks have been pretty good. Well, I don't want to put words in his mouth. I'll put other things in his mouth. You know what I'm saying?
Vic, I told you not on air.
I was talking about sushi.
Vic, I told you not on air.
I just want to get sushi, dog. What the fuck?
Oh, wait. Vic, I told you not on air.
Oh, man.
I'll figure it out one day.
Thank you so much for joining us, guys. We're fucking keeping on the spooky times. It's spooky season.
It's spooky. It's amongst us.
Yeah. Among
Whoa.
us? It's among us?
Oh, shit. That sounds very sus right now. Oh, shit.
Oh, man. That's crazy, man. Just thinking about, like, the wave of, like, dominance.
Oh, Clarence.
Oh, Claudencio is here to join us.
Words for the people? No, he's not interested.
He's like, I already did my catafesto.
Catafesto.
Is he sniffing me right now? I feel like he's sniffing me.
Well, yeah.
Oh, okay.
If that's all you want to know, yes.
Oh, okay. It's cool.
Amongst other things, but Among Us? Oh, fuck.
Among Us?
Shit.
Among Us.
Among Us. Big Among Us. Anyways, what were you saying?
I don't know, man. Among Us took over.
Oh, that's true.
And it was, like, out of left field. Like, who would have thought a werewolf game would have been so fucking popular?
Turned into space.
Yeah. Man.
For, like, and it's like, it was like a, I mean, it's not a Flash game, but it essentially looks like a Flash game.
It essentially looks like a Flash game. You're right.
It's like what an indie like game that started off as like, this is just going to be a fun little romp through the park. fucking blew the fuck up, and now it's like dominating the world.
Mm-hmm.
Before we get into world domination, what are we drinking today, Vic?
So what we got here is the Great Divide Pumpkin Ale.
Ooh.
And it has a headless whoreman on the front.
Is that what you call someone who doesn't go down on
You
women?
son of a bitch.
You had every opportunity to capitalize on this joke.
He's stealing that joke, guys.
I said it first.
Put it down in the comments.
I said it first.
What? No.
It's documented here, Vic. Who's gonna believe you?
He
No
stole
one.
my joke.
No one will believe you.
He
Vic,
stole
'cause
my
I said it
joke.
first.
Fuck.
No, Vic did say it.
No, I'm
Vic
just
did say it, but it
kidding.
was a good one.
Yeah. I'm just like, Cindy.
To be honest, I was honestly trying not to fuck it up.
Yeah.
That's why I was looking at you the whole time. What do you call a man that doesn't go down on a woman?
But still gets around.
See, I was gonna fuck up the end. I didn't know the end.
A headless whoreman.
Headless whores man,
Whores man.
because he's a whores man, right?
Feels whores man. that doesn't apply, but you know. It's cool enough. But yeah, we're drinking a pumpkin ale. Great Divide makes a couple of beers that Ryan is a fan of.
Mm-hmm.
I've never really tasted them, except for what is the Sasquatch?
Yeti.
That's
Like, we've done the
fucking
Yeti on
same
the show.
shit. Sasquatch Yeti.
How dare you?
One-
They're
ice,
their
ice
own.
squash.
That's the abominable snowman, you piece of shit.
Oh fuck, you're right.
You get my ancestors right on this show.
We need to bring back a minor in cryptozoology so that they can give us a history lesson.
Yeah, they put us in our place real quick. Put you in your place, because you got to respect the Sasquatchians.
You gotta put some respect on that name. But yeah, this is the Great Divide Pumpkin Ale. 12 ounces of goodness, I hope.
Mm-hmm.
6.5% alcohol by volume. It doesn't say anything else about it, but I'm guessing it's gonna taste like pumpkin.
It's a good guess.
Yeah, which is my second favorite pie. And I know that makes me kind of basic, but my favorite is key lime pie. So fuck you. So I feel really.
That makes me not basic.
Yeah, I feel really strongly about pies. Fuck you.
If you don't like pumpkin pie, fuck you.
No, if you don't like key lime pie, go fuck
fuck
yourself.
yourself. Go
Yeah,
fuck yourself,
I'm
yeah.
okay with people not liking pumpkin pie. I get it. It's too close to a holiday. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I can understand why people are like, nah, I don't like it. It reminds me of Thanksgiving or whatever. Reminds me of grossness, fall.
I just don't understand why people get so upset. Like I get it. I get upset at the whole Christmas thing. Not that I don't like Christmas. It's just I get mad that we see Christmas shit since July. But Halloween shit don't go up till about September. And then people want to talk shit and be like, oh, how come Halloween's so early? Oh, or the pumpkin spice. It's like, look, just let people enjoy shit. There is far too worse shit going on in this world for you to be bitching about someone's pumpkin spice. Like, I know they brought it back early this season. Like, at Starbucks brought that shit back first early. And I was excited.
I've actually haven't had it.
It's good.
Yeah.
I like it. I like... I'm the basic bitch here. I'm the basic, I get white girl crazy on that shit.
Yeah.
Because it is good.
Now, what I started getting at most coffee places is a vanilla mocha
What?
iced coffee or a cold brew.
I always go for cold brew.
Yeah. Oh, I love cold brews, man. Like, that's the next step in my caffeinedom.
I go for cold brews, and then that's where I fucked up one day where I got the nitro cold brew
Oh.
pumpkin,
Yeah.
and whoa.
Yeah.
I wasn't ready for it.
Nitro-oxidize
Well, I should have
your
known.
coffee.
Yeah, I should have known when I ordered it, because I was like, usually I get like the large, the venti, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, I was like, yeah, can I get the nitro cold brew venti? They're like, oh, that doesn't come in a venti, sir. We only do grande on that. And I go, is it because you're out of venti?
Yeah.
They're like, no, that one only comes in grande. I'm like, that's weird. I'm like, what the fuck ever. I was like, yeah, whatever the biggest
Yeah,
you can give
you
it to.
work here. You fucking,
I thought it was a weird thing, right? So then I
Yeah.
get the cup and I'm like, whatever. And even Cynthia was like, wow, don't you usually get them? I'm like, yeah, I just had this conversation.
Yeah.
You tell them, don't tell me. I was just as upset. But then after I consumed it
Yeah.
and saw time
Yeah.
flowing over me opposed to me going through it,
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this is why. This is the safer amount for a human to consume in a. I was like, this is fucking whoa.
That's fucking funny, dude. I really hope that picked up well. And now that I can have like different like tracks on the audio, I'm just gonna like put it super low in the background.
Put a little me, just kind of,
Yeah.
just a clip of me. Well, let's try this beer, huh?
Oh yeah. That's what we're doing. We're doing a beer thing.
Fucking cheers. And
Yeah.
remember, you don't have to drink the show with the pub crew, but it helps.
helps. Oh, that is pumpkin-y, dude.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's just because we were talking about pumpkin spice, but this does not have that. This is just
No.
straight up pumpkin.
is pumpkin, which is crazy because I'm pretty sure,
It kind of tastes like abuelita at the end.
right?
Yeah.
But it's crazy because it's an ale.
Yeah.
I'd expect that. Whose was it? It was the
The
stout.
pumpkin stout? Yeah.
That one from Martin House, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, shout out Martin House. I had theirs, and that one had that because it was a stout. I'm like, oh, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
But this is an ale, so it's crazy.
Yeah. Shout out to Martin House, though. We met them. We met the Martin himself of Martin House.
Cody. Cody Martin of Martin House.
Well, I was saying his last name.
House Martin.
That's whatever, man. I didn't forget his first name. I was just going through the last name because that's the Martin of Martin House. That's the Martin House.
Of House Martin?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. I was making sure I caught up on that.
But yeah, he was super dope. Everybody else was there. That was there was super dope. The brewers.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody.
We
Pretty
had a
dope.
great time meeting them at Undisputed, which is something that we probably should fucking shout out. Like, shout out to you guys.
Oh, yeah. Most
Undisputed
definitely.
taking letting tap takeovers happen in El Paso. That's fucking cool.
Mm-hmm. Bringing the actual, like, brewers themselves,
yeah.
the owners, like, that's cool.
Yeah, especially to talk about beer and then just shoot the shit.
Mm.
And they were
Hey,
very,
it's like what we do.
yeah,
Holy
and
shit.
They were very happy to talk to us about beer, not just their beer, but just what we
Other
were
beer.
drinking, what we enjoy, all that stuff. I told them, like, hey guys, I used to hate y'all. I did a 180 on y'all.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And we're really excited to maybe work with them a little bit later. Stay tuned. Yeah, it's super cool, man. I
I'm
really
excited.
enjoyed it.
I'm excited.
Yeah, we just have to plan a little trip, a trip crew.
Pub cruise? Can we get a cruise line?
Bro, yes. We
Ah,
got to do it.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude. I'm Steve-O. Hey, Ryan. You're my best. I'm sorry, your best friend Vic told me to get you a cameo, and it's me, Steve-O.
Whoa. Thanks, Steve-O. Or should I say thank you, Vic?
I actually love that I can do his voice. I'm not gonna lie. Well,
Steve-
like his like
Steve-O
fucked
would
up,
like
his
the-
fucked up voice.
Yes.
Yeah. Now he's like normal. Like his-
Yeah.
he went clean. He's been sober.
Which is
He's-
good.
Yeah, very good. But I'm glad I could do his fucked up like voice.
Yeah.
I'm not calling you fucked up, Steve-O. I'm just saying
Your voice is fucked
yeah,
up, Steve.
like you fucking did a fuck ton of shit.
Fuck ton of shit.
Yeah, like I would say drugs, but that doesn't even encompass it. Like you did,
It's just part of it.
Yeah, you did stuff that wasn't drugs as drugs.
And I think it was just as bad. I feel like you would have been better off just doing drugs.
But we love you.
Yeah, for sure. I don't drink Steve, but you don't have to drink to chill with the pub crew.
No,
and
you
that's what's
don't.
important.
I know. You can just chill with the pub crew.
Mm-hmm.
I would
We can all do wasabi shots.
Oh, dude, fuck yeah! I would be fucking down to do crazy shit with Steve-O.
Mm-hmm.
I just had a daydream.
I had to join you on that. I took me on my. Oh, put a little thought bubble right there.
Put the picture of me meeting Steve-O again.
There you go.
Yeah, that was fun, man.
So, anyways, this is a pumpkin.
Yeah, sorry. It tastes good. I mean, the fact that I'm able to drink it and just like it's crushable. That's what I'm trying to say. That it's
Wow, for a pumpkin ale.
Yeah. Like this, like I immediately drank and I was like, this tastes good. All right, let's move on. You know, it wasn't like this tastes like bad or anything like that. And it wasn't like this tastes like weird. Like, no, it's just a solid fucking pumpkin ale. Like you taste the pumpkin. It's an ale. It's
Toasty brown ale with notes of brown sugar, spices, and pumpkin.
Yeah. And I get all of that.
Yeah. I guess that's important that it's spices and pumpkin. It's not pumpkin spice.
Yeah.
There's a difference.
And the brown sugar really fucking helps, dude.
Yeah, I think that's what's making the difference here.
Yeah. Like,
it's really good.
One of my favorite brown sugar beers, the Lagunitas something. Like that is super good, and that uses brown sugar. This is really good and uses brown sugar. So I think it's just brown sugar.
I think when used right.
Yeah, that I love. I think it's just that sweetness that comes with it.
Yeah, I think that's a good thing because I'll be honest with you, I've tried a lot of pumpkin ales, both on the show and off the show. Oh God, there it is. That's the one I was trying to get out. But I was trying to. All right, we're good. Yeah.
Okay.
But that's I've tried. I don't know. I've tried a good amount. I don't even know how many. I've tried a lot, and a lot are miss. Like, and that's the thing is like I love pumpkin, right? Like I love pumpkin spice. I love that. I like pumpkin ales, but there's a lot more misses than hits.
Without calling anybody out, what was that really terrible fucking pumpkin ale that we had?
Which one?
The one that we had with the really bad pecan ale. I think it was like last year.
Well, it had to be last year.
Yeah, because we had the candied pecan one.
Oh, you're
And then we
right.
had a pumpkin ale close to that.
Was it the Black-o'-lantern?
Yeah.
I can't remember who does it.
Right.
The funny thing is, I think I still have a can in the fridge.
I'm not gonna check.
It's not worth it. Remember, we're not calling anyone.
No.
But it was the Black-o'-lantern.
Yeah.
And that one, I tried. It was one of those beers that I think it was unfortunate because I was told about it as it's a good pumpkin stout because that's the difference is it was a stout. So I was excited for it because it was a pumpkin stout and it was supposed to be like coffee and stuff like that with pumpkin. And I was like, oh, that sounds delicious. I love all those things.
Yeah.
And it was chalked up as one of the better pumpkin beers for the season. Got it. Wasn't that good. It's pretty disappointing, actually. I was like, this just isn't that good.
It doesn't hit the spot.
It doesn't. And that's why I think we only did like a can each or something like that.
Yeah.
Because I still had
I'm pretty
leftovers.
sure it was like one of the days that we doubled up on something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we tried that candied pecan one, and that one was...
Dude, okay, that candy pecan one, that we can fucking out whoever the fuck it was. I think it was
Shiner.
Shiner?
That was Shiner.
Yeah. Fuck, dude.
It's not saying we don't like Shiner, because there's actually a lot of beers I like from Shiner.
Yeah, I love the Shiner Blonde. I love the Bach.
The Hextex.
The Hextex was good as fuck. So it was like Shiner. It was just that candy pecan, man. It was just
That was a miss.
That one was a big miss, and I get it. Like it was like a holiday thing. It's cool.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just
Those things sound good.
yeah. Try something different for this holiday, please.
Yeah. Well, they have that holiday cheer one. That one's
Super
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
So bring more of that one.
Yeah.
The holiday cheer one's pretty good. And so that's why I'm like, if you were gonna go for a holiday one, oh, what's up, Clarence? Look at you.
Laudencio.
If they were gonna do that, like, stay away from the candy pecan one, because that one was that one was just bad. But yeah, I think. See, at first I thought it was because we tried the candy pecan one first, and then we did the black o' lantern, and I was like, maybe that's why this wasn't that good. But then we still had cans left over, and I tried one the day after.
Mm-hmm.
No, it just still wasn't that good.
Yeah.
Because I remember I had 2 cans left. That's why there's still 1 in the fridge. Because I was like, oh, I'll save these to try on my own. I was like, maybe I'll revisit it. Let's just see if it was because we did those 2 in a row.
Yeah.
No, it just wasn't good. I'm sorry. And then forever, there's just been one sitting, which I should probably get rid of because it's probably not good at this point.
Yeah, dude.
No, but we're talking about it. This had to have been a year
Unless
ago.
we just dare somebody to drink skunk beer.
I'm not gonna lie. I legit leave beer like that for the reason like I know which ones are
Yeah.
potential.
Yeah.
I know which ones are the good ones.
Yeah.
I leave some to be like as like a punishment from when we have like drinking games. I'll be like, "This is your beer."
Do
Like,
we still have the pizza beer?
No,
Okay.
I had to get rid of it.
Good.
I unfortunately had to get rid of it because it was to the point where, well, because it got to the point where like, because it was in that fridge, right?
Yeah.
And then at one point we moved it to the mini fridge, and it stayed there for a while. But then we got a whole bunch of beer at one point, so then I took it out, moved it back to this fridge. But then Cynthia took it out at one point, and then it stayed on the counter.
Oh. Ugh.
And then it stayed there for like a week because like it got pushed behind some of the liquor bottles because we were moving shit. So we were like when I saw it, I go, "Oh no,
Oh
no, bro!" It's like, how long has this been out here? She's like, "Oh shit, like a week." And I'm like, "Well, for sure now it's probably not good." Like before it'd been stayed in the fridge. She's like, so maybe
yeah,
it's
maybe.
maybe it's all right.
Cold pizza.
Sometimes it's good.
Yeah. Oh,
That's a debate.
No, I love cold pizza.
It depends from where. For me, it depends from where. Not every place.
That makes sense. Like Domino's and Peter Piper, those to me are like good cold pizza.
Yeah, dude.
Like, especially like thin crust on Peter Piper shit. That's like super good. I understand what you mean. Yeah, like Pizza Hut, I wouldn't do cold.
No, I have to eat that bitch
Yeah.
up. Domino's I could do cold, but I don't know. It's like I'll heat it up. It depends, but that's why like not everywhere would you get the pizza's not good cold.
Yeah.
You'd have to heat that bitch up.
I love cold pizza. It's my shit. Like they're like, you gonna heat that up? Nah.
It's good as is.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm gonna save 30 seconds to a minute, and I'm gonna eat this now.
But I don't know. Like I do have some punishment beer in there.
Fuck yeah.
It's not the pizza beer.
Yeah. So in case you guys ever want to party with the pub crew, just know there's punishments involved.
There's punishments for when we play these games. There's penalties. I got stuff for penalty shots.
Mm-hmm.
They're not nice. Well, sometimes they are.
Yeah. Sometimes it's like, I'm trying to think of like one that's not as bad, but they're all pretty good. Like,
Well, they're pretty good.
it's not like the tequila
Alone.
that we had.
That wasn't bad.
No, it was okay for tequila. It was just like, I've had better.
Story of my life. Excuse me.
Both of those things were the story of your life.
No, that was the same sentence.
I've had better.
So, for anyone that gets triggered by that, I apologize.
Yeah.
You're talking about the one we did recently, right?
Yeah.
It wasn't bad.
I feel like we have a much rosier opinion of it just because we did the mixed drink with it. I feel like we just have a rosier opinion on that than a lot of other people because we mixed it with something that was really good.
Yeah, you're right. But I mean, we did the shot first, and it wasn't bad. I mean, you're right. There's definitely better.
Yeah.
I've definitely had better tequila. But for what it was, I'm gonna say the way I'm gonna word it is the way it was presented to me, or I guess to
Yeah,
us.
yeah, you're right because it was presented to us as the worst tequila
They're
ever.
like, "Do you want some pretty bad tequila, like
Yeah.
disgusting?" And I was like, "That's crazy. Yes, of course we'll try it.
No, yeah, definitely.
Why wouldn't we try it? First of all, you're
Mhm.
giving us a bottle of tequila. Of course we're gonna try it.
That's some extra palomas and margaritas and
Hell yeah!" And I
Woo.
think that might be the potential for that tequila. Is it's something you'd mix.
yeah.
I wouldn't shoot
definitely.
it, but if I needed something that called for tequila, that's a safe one. Because as soon as we mixed it with that simply, it wasn't
Fucking
bad.
good, yeah.
It was pretty
There was
good.
no bite. There was no like aftertaste.
Mhm.
It was nice.
So it's like, yeah, you're right. It's not the best, but it's okay. I wouldn't argue with it. It's not my go-to, but
Yeah.
I wouldn't fight it in a back alley for less than it disrespected me.
Fight it in a back alley. Some Street Fighter shit.
Hell yeah, bro.
I wouldn't Hadouken this unless it talks shit about my dog.
Because I'm downright fierce.
And I'm instant hell murdering myself. I'm just kidding.
Wow.
That's the direct translation of Shungoku Satsu, which is fucking funny to me because it just sounds like an edgelord fucking
What is it?
instant hell murder.
That's the direct translation?
Shungoku Satsu, yeah. What the fuck was
Whoa,
that?
hey, you shut the fuck up out there.
What the fuck was that?
But, like, is it supposed to be Raging Demon?
Yeah,
Weird.
yeah. What the fuck does Goku stand for?
Well, he has their Kamehameha waves.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, what is the name of Goku like translated to?
Isn't it, isn't that their, mentor? Gokui or something like that?
Oh.
I just thought it was just the translation was weird with that word.
Oh, I don't know, man.
Because, like, their names are like Ryuken, Shoryuken.
Yeah.
Like, it's in the fucking thing.
Yeah, and you have Goki, which is Akuma, and Goken, which is
And that's why
the
I just
master.
thought that was the play on the word, which was Son Goku.
Oh.
I'm not saying I'm speaking for the canon of Street Fighter here.
Yeah.
That's just the way I interpret it. I was like, oh, well, he's
Well, I thought
Goken,
yeah.
and then there's Gokui, and then I just thought they went.
No, but I thought like Shun Goku Satsu was like Son Goku, like that translation of it.
Your guess would be as good as mine.
Yeah. If you guys know this, please let us know because we're fucking dumb.
I can't argue with this. Why are we debating? I'm sure there's a Wikipedia on all this shit.
For real.
Someone already argued about this online.
Yeah. That's something you can always count on. If it exists online, some people have debated it.
Yeah. If you've already thought to debate about this, there's already a forum dedicated to exactly what you were talking about.
Oh, man. Whatever happened to forums?
They're still around.
Yeah, but like they're not a thing as much anymore.
Reddit is exactly that.
I guess so.
I mean, they're threads.
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, that's true.
But it's
It's not-
essentially forum.
Yeah, they just call them subreddits.
Yeah, that's all they are. But at the same time, it's like that's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
They're just calling them something different.
Yeah, you're right.
4chan still exists.
Oh God.
Hey, whoa! I still go there every once in a while.
Coming from there is not great. Like sometimes you're just like, I just came on here to like read some leaks and news.
You are gonna come out with things you didn't want.
Mm-hmm.
But you're welcome.
Yeah. Can we talk about? No, I don't want to talk about 4chan. I don't want people from 4chan to come after me talking shit about 4chan.
Is it like Fight Club? It's not like Fight Club. Is it like Fight Club?
No, but I think B is like Fight Club.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Gotta be careful.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I usually just go on 4chan for like that's where I get cool wallpapers.
Yeah, wallpapers and video games is usually what I go to. Or used to go to. I don't really go to fucking 4chan anymore because I get my fucking news from Twitter and leaks from Twitter. You know, like that kind of took over my life. Fucking it was back when I was in college though, and I feel like that's when most people like in their formative years of like 17, 16 through like fucking 24. I feel like that's your most likelihood of being on 4chan is.
Yeah, mine was definitely like end of high school,
Yeah.
well into college.
Yeah.
Like for sure. I was on that shit a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. Same here. And it's funny to me how it's like a rite of passage in internet dumb.
Internetum?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm not saying anything bad about it. I'm just saying like it's a place where you like really have freedom of expression. Because you see some shit on there that you're like, this guy needs counseling.
Mm-hmm. Some fucking thread gets started on there that you're like, my guy, it is 4 a.m. your time.
Yeah.
Fucking go to bed.
Yeah.
Jesus, I feel like it's gonna solve your problems right now. Just go to take a nap.
Exactly.
Some guy's having like this crisis and breaks down this weird thing where you're like, just chill. First of all,
Yeah.
calm the fuck down. A lot of shit's like grown from there, to be honest. Like a scary amount of shit that you're like,
I don't know that came from Fortune. Yeah. Nope. Yeah, dude.
The shit that I see that I'm like, I remember this.
Fucking Boxy, dude. That was like the original.
Yeah.
Well, not the original, but like
the debate, because there's some dedicated people that would definitely argue with
yeah, no, that's why I don't want to say anything that's gonna incriminate myself as like anything that's worth debating with me over.
You don't want to commit to the team boxing?
I don't, dude. I thought she was super fucking cute when I was young.
And then look what the internet did.
Yeah, exactly.
We can't have anything nice.
No. Mm-mm. But at least I'm glad I got out of there before all of the fucking really fucked up shit happened. And like, I don't know, like, I mean, users change from years to years. So I feel like all of the people like me who are like, we're old now, you know, like just stop.
There was arguably a lot more in that can than I thought before I did the heavy pour. So I did that on the first beer, but there wasn't nearly as much in the can, so it kind of just gave it a nice head.
Yeah. That's half head, man.
There was a lot more in the can than I thought. Well, I'll just let that sit there for a second. It's okay. It's okay. We'll just
let it sit.
It's okay. We'll just come back to that. One thing I remember, and this is right in theme with spooky season.
Oh, yeah, that's what we're supposed to be doing.
I'm just glad because I looked at the can, and then I was like, oh, yeah, spooky season. I mean, definitely a lot of shit that I got from there was like the creepypastas.
Oh, yeah. That shit was fucking dope.
I used to eat that shit up. I still do. But now I have Cynthia to be there with me.
Nice.
Because some of that, I'm not going to lie, bro. Like, there was some, like, back in the day, like, I feel like I'm dating myself, right? But it's fine.
No, you're dating Cynthia.
Oh, you're right. Glad I got that cleared up. Like, back in my day, that's when creepypastas were, like, birthed onto the internet.
Yeah.
Like, it's when SCPs were still becoming a thing.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, a lot of them came from 4chan. Like, a lot of those stories just sparked from there. And there was some, I remember hanging out at Neo's house. Like, when we used to, like, say that we crashed there and we'd, like, surf, like, the threads and shit. And we'd just be watching shit, like, any of the flashes and anything like that. And we get into a creepypasta thread. And there was some on there that, like, legit fucked me up.
That's good. That's what it's supposed to do.
Yeah, no shit. And it was kind of like I wasn't ready for this. I was like, can we find something happy?
Can we find something happy?
Can we put a Disney movie on or some shit, man? Like, can we change gears?
Can we watch a Disney movie while I read creepypasta?
Cause fuck, bro. Like, I think one that really got me like early on was Squidward's.
Squidward's like revenge or whatever.
No, I don't want to say the word because you get flagged for it.
Oh, okay.
Squidward's unaliving.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I was gonna say it, but I'm like, that word. It's not a good word.
Yeah.
But it's like
No, a lot of TikTok kids say sewer slide.
Wow.
Yeah. Hey man, I've been
I know you'd be the one to know.
yeah.
But fuck. Anyways, his unaliving.
Yeah.
That one really got me because it was a really like these are just like really well written scary stories is essentially what they are. But like it was so good, and then at the time it's when like YouTube wasn't like what it is now.
Oh no.
So they had like videos to kind of encompass these things because a lot of like especially like the show based creepypastas were like lost episodes. They were usually like one-offs that the world never saw, but someone found it, and that's usually what it was. Like that's how all that started. That's how most of these things were. They were like lost episodes.
Yeah.
Or possessed tapes.
Yeah, and the fact that there was a lot of rumors and everything like that about how people made very explicit and fucked up like versions of their characters.
Yes.
Like the studio would fucking
the artists themselves. Like there was like a thing with like Bloody Gur that like the artist himself for Gur, Invader Zim, would plug into episodes in like single frames.
Yeah.
That you wouldn't know unless you had to get like the DVD version to specifically like pause.
Yeah.
And he'd be like for one frame and it'd be like a bloody version of Gur, like all fucked up, and then that was it.
Yeah.
But that was by the artist.
Yeah.
And that shit was true.
Yeah. And
So
even like Nick had a lot of things where they would draw like fucked up shit for their characters, like internally. They would never get out.
Yeah.
But knowing that people did do fucked up shit internally kind of created that like validity is the word that I'm trying to look for.
Yeah.
For the creepypastas, at least for that specifically.
Because you knew it existed.
Yeah, because you knew people were drawing fucked up shit.
Mm-hmm.
You just didn't know how far along it got.
Some of it did, because like especially SpongeBob was known for that. Like those people were known for drawing like fucked up things.
Yeah.
But it's just because they'd be like, whatever.
Yeah, because that's how they decompress from having to make a fucking children's show, which is totally understandable. And I'm not saying they're fucking wrong or perverts or anything like that, but it's just how it goes. It's how you relieve that stress, you know?
And that's the thing. I know people want to argue, but they're just drawing cartoons. It's still stressful.
Yeah. Any job is fucking stressful.
Mm-hmm.
Having to do something because you have to do it is different than having to do something because you want to do it.
Right.
You know? Like, it could be the thing you love the most, and it's still just be like, oh, fuck, I have to go do this. Like, it's what I'm making my money on.
Let's go ahead and draw SpongeBob with some tits.
Some double D's.
Would they still be boxes, right?
I don't know.
Oh no, they showed his
mom.
Yeah, no, never mind. That question's been answered. My bad.
Carry on.
I digress.
Carry on, internet. This is something that you won't have to discuss for today.
It's already been answered.
Yeah, but I thought those weren't like his real parents.
What?
Yeah, because like they're both rounded sponges.
What?
And SpongeBob is like a square sponge. So like
what?
Basic laws of like, unless they both have square recessive genes, like the sponges wouldn't really.
You better be fucking with me right now, Vic.
Well, no,
Don't you ruin. Was there an episode where he's adopted?
I don't know.
Did I miss this episode?
I don't know. I'm just saying.
This is mind blowing if it's true.
No, but I thought it was like a well-known theory that like his parents aren't actually his parents because they're both rounded sponges, and he's a square sponge. So, and I get it that it's just like, oh, well, it's because they're used up and like they're old and all that shit. But, but like I thought that was a
You are
well-known
dropping
thing.
some heavy fucking heat on me right now, Vic. I was not ready for this today. The things I was ready for was not this. You were fucking me up right now.
The spookiest thing of
The
all.
spookiest thing of all is
Mind
finding
fuck.
out SpongeBob's adopted. What the fuck?
Yeah.
You're gonna make me go watch this shit. God damn.
Yeah, but that's just me. If you guys know more about it, please drop it down in the comments.
At me.
Yeah.
Because what
At
the
him.
fuck?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Mm-hmm.
So anyways, creepypastas are wild. man.
Yeah, no, the creepypastas are fucking cool, man. I love all the creepypastas, especially
Mhm.
like the shorter ones where it's like write a
Oh,
horror
yeah.
story in like 5 words or some shit like that.
Mhm.
I love that, man. It's so good.
Yeah, my favorite one's the last person in the world sat in the room alone. They heard a knock at the door.
Oh, that's fucking creepy, man.
Yeah.
I love that shit.
Like that shit gets me. I'm like, oh fuck
Mhm.
you.
Yeah.
But I think
Ooh.
I mean, they're not really creepypastas, but they're definitely scary, which was like the SCPs, like I mentioned.
Oh yeah.
I know, like the creator, like because there's the SCP Foundation that exists. Like there's like the whole, it's like a website that collectively has them.
Yeah.
Like they're actually coming out with like actual archives, like books, volumes of all the SCPs now, which I think is dope. Because I've been following them for, I mean, since this was birthed. Like when it was just like the first few hundred, I think.
Yeah, yeah.
And now there's like, I don't know, well over like 4,000 or some
Dude,
shit.
yeah, that's the craziest fucking thing.
Mm-hmm. And I always like reading them, like, because they're creepy. Some of them are funny. Some are funny. Some are like super creepy. And then you
Yeah.
hear like it's just lore. And I love that shit. And I love just reading it because like some of them even like connect to others. Because like there's even like they'll find interactions where like they'll be like, oh, this SCP, they tested it with this other SCP to see how it interact. And the results were like either really crazy or like, oh, that was weird. Like they didn't expect it. Like I like reading that shit because there's some sort of like continuity in there.
Oh yeah, it's like an actual universe. You
Yeah.
know, it's an expanded universe, and it's so fucking nuts, man. Like I never really got into them, but the fact that there's so many, and the fact that even there's been like copyright infringement cases like for that and stuff like that. It's been fucking nuts, man. Like that shit is
Mhm.
huge. I am like more of a person that's like I like shit like fucking Slender Man or like the
And that was birthed. on
yeah
fucking-
yeah like,
that came from the internet too, or
and
from
now-
4chan.
yeah, and I really evolved into that because I really like the stuff like Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared.
Oh, dude.
Like the Walton Files, like all that
Yes.
shit. Like what's that fucking the one where it has like the alternate universe, like the pocket dimension that like has all the like yellow fucking
Backrooms.
yeah, Backrooms. I couldn't
That's-
fucking remember.
What's crazy is that it's big right now.
yeah.
The Backrooms is, and I'm just saying, like it's huge. Like there's so many games. There's like I know I can't. I'm so sorry. I'll have to find it and send you to tag it. Because there's a YouTuber or a content creator who's making like a series of like found footage from the Backrooms, and it's like all this, and it's really good.
Oh, that's
Like
cool.
the editing on it's really good. Like, and there's like a story developing. Like it's further bringing more lore to what the Backrooms actually is.
Mm-hmm.
But the Backrooms as like a story has existed for like years. Like I remember when like the one image, everyone knows the one image of what the Backrooms was, and it was just a story
Yeah.
of what it was, and it was creepy.
It was fucking creepy.
And then I feel like here we are years later, and now it just blew up,
Mm-hmm.
which is great. Like, because it's cool to revisit something like that, and then to see like this specific content creator making these videos on it is like really
Yeah.
cool because they're good.
Yeah.
And I like that shit.
Yeah. Dude, that's fucking cool, man. Cause I love all that shit. Like fucking Crow 64, the fucking Legend of Zelda Drowned stuff.
Ben is dead.
Yeah, Ben is
Yeah.
dead. That's what it's called.
Or Ben drowned.
Yeah, Ben Drowned. Yeah, I couldn't remember what it was called. I just knew it was Legend of Zelda shit.
I remember that one because it's based off one of my favorite Zelda, my favorite Zelda game, Majora's Mask.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's where that whole thing came from, and it was like, love it.
Hell yeah. And it's just so fucking crazy, right? Like there's so much history, like internet history, that is just fucking like squished into like this is an era. This was like the golden fucking creepypasta era.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I feel a lot of like horror these days has taken inspiration from that. And I don't necessarily mean like the more mainstream ones, just because I feel some of them follow like the same cookie cutter pattern,
Yeah.
which works, but sometimes that's why it's because like some of them are like it's the same shit, you know?
Yeah.
Like it's some of like the ghost related ones, like the spooky ones, like this whole Insidious thing. They're all like that whole universe is like
Oh yeah.
that horror is like, I don't know. I feel it's overdone, and I understand like that's all the same connected universe, but at the same time, I'm like it's done. Like when it started with Insidious, it wasn't bad. Insidious 2 was okay, and 3 was like all right.
Insidious, or
It was borderline some shit like that, like more insidious, the most insidious. And then like when the whole nun thing came out, and then La Llorona. But did you ever see that one?
No.
I was upset at that one.
The fact
man.
that was part of the canon, I was like, this is dumb.
That I think that's what pissed me off about it was I was like, and I think it's just growing up in our culture.
Yeah.
Because we grew up with that as like that was a scary story.
Mm-hmm.
And like that was something like we didn't take lightly.
Yeah.
So at first, like when I heard, oh, they're making a La Llorona story, that could
That's
be good.
fucking sick. Yeah.
But then to find out
It's
it was
part of The Conjuring and all of that shit.
like it's part of that connected universe with the nun and Annabelle and everything.
Yeah.
It's like
it's like why? Why would
Come
you
on,
ruin
man.
that for me? You're just brownwashing my Annabelle, dog. Don't do that to me.
pretty much.
That's why we have La Llorona, because that was like a fucking Mexican ass folklore fucking story.
Yeah, it
Like,
straight up is, and
yeah.
that's what was upsetting about it was like even seeing it, and that the nun had something more important to do with that story.
Yeah.
I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me? Like you have a legit story, a folklore demon here for the most
Yeah.
part. Like that is this story that it is good on its own already. I don't feel like you have to do much more than
Yeah.
show it, but you had to throw the nun in there." And make her the bigger thing, and like that was this whole thing. I was like, this is
that's fucked
fucking
up.
stupid,
Yeah, I
bro.
don't want to watch that.
Yeah, dude. I was like, I felt it was a little insulting. Like, come on, man. Like, it was a good story on its own. Didn't have to be some part bullshit universe.
Yeah.
Like, and I think what's cool about that is people can still like with horror properties, you could still make like your own version of it. Like, I hope another company like another like production company wants to do La Llorona, but like fucking Guillermo del Toro.
Oh,
Yo,
dude, that
if
would be
he
fucking
picked up
sick.
and did it, because like the way his effects and the way he shoots shit is like it would be fucking perfect.
Fuck yeah, dude. I agree. That'd be fucking sick.
Because he has like that horror mentality too, like where he could do that and he could make it work. Oh shit, my bad.
Yeah, it's cool. All right.
Like that's why like if he was gonna do it, I think he could do it and he could write it and do it some justice.
Fuck yeah, dude. All right, so if you had to make a horror movie, because we have like 10 minutes, if
Sure.
you had to make a horror movie based on any creepypasta or anything that you've seen, like what would you make it on?
Oh, I'd go back to because like the SCP thing, but there's the whole game. I don't know if you ever seen or played it. and I like it. It's
The
the
SCP game.
the containment breach.
Yeah, yeah.
I'd make it off of that because I know to make a
okay.
specific horror movie for SCPs would be rough
Yeah.
because there's a fuckload of them, and I
Mm-hmm.
get that. But I feel like if they did it on containment breach, they could even do it as like a series,
Mm-hmm.
which I think that would be good because then you can get like a little backstory into like. And I feel like it's the ones that people consider like the main SCPs, like the most
Prevalent.
prevalent, because it's the ones that are more popular, the ones that everyone like kind of sees and you want to deal with. But if you did it like as containment breach, like to do something like that in a series would be fucking cool. Because like I know in the game itself, you're you, right, and you're essentially like the quote unquote only survivor.
Yeah.
And it's you trying to figure out, oh, there's these SCPs and there's certain ways to contain them. And for the most part, there's stuff you can find that'll give you an idea of how to do that. And you can figure it out, and then there's a way you can actually escape. But I feel like if they did it as a series, it could be like as the outbreak actually happens, because you see other people die. So it'd be interesting to see these other people running into these SCPs, and you find out about that SCP through this person's encounter.
That'd be fucking sick. Yeah.
Because then it could be like, oh, it's 096, and be like, what do we do with that? And then you realize it's the one you're not supposed to look at its face.
Yeah.
It's the shy person where you're not supposed to see their face, and then someone's like, what's going on? And then all of a sudden it's fucking howling and chasing you, and then that person's dead, and the next person's like, what the fuck? And the person just says like, don't look at its face. Like,
yeah.
fucking look down.
Yeah.
And then that's how you figure, okay, that's how we're going to get around it.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's how you learn. And then eventually you'll find like the main protagonist.
Oh, so like some Saw shit? Like
That's what I'm
some,
thinking.
Like Saw House shit?
Yeah. Like, that's why I don't think necessarily a movie. Because like I'm not going to lie, I've been thinking about this for a minute. Because I'm like, I don't think it'd work as a movie, right? Because I feel like
Yeah.
you'd lose out on a lot if you try to put it into an hour and a half. But if you did a series off of it, and it could eventually come together as like the main person, the main protagonist, actually trying to get out, and then runs into these people or like sees them and knows like, I know what to do, or like, I'm just trying to get out of here.
Yeah.
And there's ways to actually get out of it and figure it the fuck out.
Dude, yeah, that'd be pretty fucking
And
sick.
then you learn more about the SCPs.
Yeah.
Even some of the more obscure ones, like there's the Jade Ring that it's like, what does that do? It's like it stunts your stamina, where it's like you feel tired, but you're immune to like psychological effects.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so you can't necessarily be manipulated.
That's
but
like me. I have that ring.
I got that.
I ate it when I was a baby, and then
And I never pooped it out.
No, dude. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's cool though. No, yeah, I feel that's actually really cool.
What about you?
If I had to make, I don't know. It's bad for me because I love scary stuff, but I hate scary movies
Yeah.
and
Like,
scary games.
yeah, I know you hate scary
Yeah.
games. That's for sure.
So if anything, I would love to do. Actually, I would love to do like a thriller piece on like the Afton family and Five Nights at Freddy's.
Oh, but like specifically the Aftons.
Yeah,
Like it's not Five Nights at Freddy's.
no, it's like the dynamic of that family relationship, like, and how the dad went from like, I lost my son to I lost my family, I lost everything, you know.
I imbued
I need to bring this back. Yeah.
I imbued this thing with my daughter because it got eaten by her.
Yeah.
And then never stopped doing it.
Yeah, exactly. And I feel like that story would be a lot more compelling to tell in a movie or series version than it could ever be in a video game. Because in a video game, like, yeah, you're going to find out this information, but you as the main character, like, what the fuck do I care? You know, this is my life.
True.
Unless...
That's true. Like, based off what you're saying, that's actually really true, because when you play Five Nights, you don't necessarily know who you are. You can piece it together.
Yeah.
Like, if you go and, dig out the lore, Game Theory's already figured that shit out for you.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
But if, yeah, because that's like telling it through a gameplay standard, because it's got to be a game, right? But essentially the lore and everything is like what you're describing, which is the Afton family. All that's like the more interesting part because it's like that's how all this came to be, and there's more and more shit behind it, and it's further, like even where it's at now, where it's glitch trap and everything, where it's still William finding a way to get out.
I always come back,
and now it's just like it's modern. Like
Yeah.
oh, okay, like we're done with like animatronics. I don't need to do that. I'm just gonna go fucking digital. Upgrade, bitches. Which is a logical step.
It's always funny to me how like evil entities from the 80s always are like, well, I'm going to the internet. And I'm like, nobody knows what the fuck the internet is.
You don't even know that. Like, funny thing is, like, and someone who spends a lot of time on the internet, I wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Because that's a stupid thing to do. Because you're like, oh, I'm just going to go to the internet. I'll control everything. Have you been on the internet?
Mm-hmm.
You will get fucking so many viruses before you even think about it.
All the viruses.
You'll get computer AIDS before you even get to where you wanted to.
Computer AIDS.
I always get computer AIDS.
I always get AIDS. Sorry. I'm so sorry. That was fucking funny, though.
Like, that's why I like to think, like, oh, I'm just going to go to the internet. It's like, I wouldn't upload. Like, I think the best interpretation is Futurama, where they go online. And it's like just the whole thing of like just smut.
Yeah.
And what was it, like Leela and Amy were like, it was like well, it was like Amy Wong's, right? Like it was like nudes. She looks in, hey, what the hell, Bender? And they're like, oh, don't worry, I just took your face and put it on someone else's body. And then Leela looks in, hey.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, that's probably what realistically what you end up coming across.
I would love for Glitch Trap to go into the internet in 2022 and find all of the Rule 34 that he has of him and all the. I think it'd be so fucking
all the
funny,
ships,
dude.
all the ships with Glitch Trap
And Chica or whatever.
Oh god, Chica. Oh god.
Oh no.
Oh no, bro.
Fuck. Cut the show.
What is wrong with you people?
Yeah.
Fucking hey man, it's the internet.
Yeah.
So you take it up with that.
That's why my favorite thought towards the internet is that fucking meme. Why are you booing at me?
I'm right.
I've seen I've seen what makes you laugh.
Oh, that's the Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
Your boos mean nothing to me. I've seen what makes you cheer.
Yeah. Yeah. Either one. I would apply either one to that
Right.
situation. Oh man, that shit was
Yeah.
funny, dude.
But it's good. I think that would be a more compelling story to tell, like you said, in a thriller sense,
Narratively, yeah.
than the actual like crazy animatronic thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean that's part of it, but to hear the story and like how all that got us would be pretty interesting.
Yeah. And I would make the theme song Psycho Killer by Talking Heads.
Yo, that's just the theme.
Yeah.
Psycho Killer. That's all I know.
Qu'est-ce que c'est? I don't know French. Run, 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 run away. Oh, ay, 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 ay. And with that,
That was
thank you for joining us, guys. We really do appreciate you being here and joining us for each and every week, or even if it's just once a month, even if it's just twice a month. Like we really do
but you
appreciate
could bump
you guys.
those numbers up. Just
Yeah,
saying.
those are rookie numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Go and watch all our old videos and shit.
There's a lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
Go check them out.
Yeah.
Comment on them. Let us know, like, hey, what the fuck? And we'll be like,
Yeah.
I was there, man. I don't remember.
Yeah, like the Bloodborne episode is gonna be up here somewhere, and then like the subscribe button is gonna be over there somewhere. Yeah, but we do appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. We're gonna leave you with that. We'll do more spooky shit for the next 2 weeks.
Hell yeah, brother.
And then we'll figure it out.
The fuck is that?